Hey guys, I'm Truzuo, and today we're rocking to more Let's Game It Out in his Satisfactory series. We're going to see what shenanigans he gets up to today as he unlocks some conveyor belts that move things faster, some trucks, and some other things. We're seeing what he does to his game and how worse it can get, because it probably is going to get worse. At any point you enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe. It'll really help out a lot. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Game It Out. I am Josh and we're
doing
some Satisfactory today. Satisfactory is a game where you make efficient machines, or in our case, the dumbest machines imaginable. We started with normal-ish looking machines that had at least some semblance of order to them. Doing things normal is like the last thing on the list though. So after getting the hang of it,
look at everything just still stop.
Made it a little extraneous, but at least you can kind of see what's going on here, right? It's taking raw copper, it's turning it into copper ingots, and then it's turning it into spools of copper. Easy peasy-ish. But not content with that, we went
Dude, just look at this frame rate and it chopping around.
Making iron rods and iron plates and made it a little bit complicated, and that's pretty much what we're going to keep doing. Last episode we also built the space elevator, which is this.
I want to see what this is all about.
Here. Space elevator demands a sacrifice to unlock new stuff. Right now it wants 500 modular frames and 150 motors. Those aren't so much hard to come by, so much as it's going to take a while to produce them. So we're going to make the machines that will do
Dude,
it
that
all
thing's
for
still
us.
floating in the air.
Base here we also have a machine that will unlock different things as soon as we give it the right materials. Basically, we select one of these milestones here.
Rebar gun.
Via the milestone cost, and then it'll unlock some select things. This one's pretty interesting. It'll unlock a tractor. I think we can either automate or hopefully drive it around. We have a machine that we're going to use that we didn't use last time called the assembler, which we feed it 2 components and it'll make the stuff for us.
Oh, that's
it's gonna
cool.
require us to fix a couple of things though.
It's like an auto crafter from modern Minecraft, and what they added into the main game now.
Separate this out so it's only feeding iron rods, so we can push it through with screws to the assembler. But this disaster here starts a long way back. Let's take a quick sprint across this conveyor belt to show what a mess I've made over here. You know, I made this bed so I gotta sleep in it, but basically what happened is I have a bunch of machines way the hell over here making the rods and the plates, and I had them feeding all the way over to home base where we just were, because I kind of wanted everything centrally located over there. So this stuff takes a pretty massive journey. I think it takes like 15 minutes.
That's just diabolical.
It has to go through all this nonsense. So this is the beginning of the iron plates and the iron rods. It's this ore. We got 3 piles that get fed into these 3 machines here. They get shot out as to iron ingots here. They go into these 3 machines here, of which 2 of them are making plates and 1 is making iron rods. They all get pushed into this little merger unit here. All this stuff goes into this storage container, which then pops out the other end here and has that horrible journey.
Dude, look at, I keep saying it, but the frame rate is just horrible.
It's about taking this problem and making it worse.
It's not even that much stuff, to be honest.
Basically. So pretty much our first task is going to be to
considering that was like the tier 1 or whatever, and 2.
I can think of a pretty easy way to do that. We're just not going to feed rods into this thing anymore. For now, the rods are just going to pile up here. This thing is now only spitting out plates. Over time, the rods will disappear from this conveyor belt. And hey, you know what? Let's send these rods individually the only way I know how. Let's build an entire second conveyor belt system for them.
Oh my, no, Josh.
Is move this like that. The best part about the conveyor belt system in this game is it really lets you just put this stuff wherever you want.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about what you're about to do. You're just about to make it absolutely diabolical.
So instead we abuse what they allow us to do. One of the comments I got was that we should try and see how high this thing can go.
Oh no, oh no.
Better way to do that than to try it on our blessed rods here. So like I think if we just do a U-turn like that, just making a nice coil of pipe here. The best part about this so
he's just
far
making a
is
giant circle, bro.
Terrible. So it turns out we're a little too close to the space elevator, and when that happens, we actually can't keep building. And it turns out I can just reposition the space elevator. So if I just grab this whole thing, does it just disappear? Yep.
That's interesting. Do you think it like costs like does it lose resources when you do that, or did it just take it? Because before it was like with smelters and stuff, you moved it around. That's like a really big thing.
Close to it again. Still working on the tallest conveyor belt ever. While I'm working on it, let's go ahead and get the assembler set up. We can have it.
He's still working on it.
Continue to work on that. Okay, we'll just put our assembler down right there like that. We're gonna feed it these beautiful rods. So before we send it straight into here, we're gonna do something a little more awkward first. We're gonna use a conveyor splitter. We're gonna send the rods into the conveyor splitter here. Here they come. One of these sides will indeed split rods right here into the assembler. Meanwhile, we're gonna set up a constructor over here, and we're gonna run one of the other splitters templates right on over to the constructor. And we're gonna set this constructor to make screws.
Okay, that makes sense.
Screws right on over to the assembler. Why screws, you ask? Here's our assembler, and we're gonna need to make all of these things.
Yeah,
to
he's
make rotors.
He's maximizing what he can make.
Already making, and
Yep.
we're gonna need screws.
Being
And to
somewhat
make reinforced
efficient.
iron plate, we're also gonna need those screws, because then eventually we're gonna need to make these modular frames that are also going to need reinforced iron plate. So it's just gonna do us a world of good to have a lot of screws going on. Right now I have rods and screws both going into the assembler, and now we're gonna set the assembler to make a bunch of rotors. There we go. Things are slowly feeding into this machine. The assembler's making them for us. Now we can watch as our beautiful rotors come out. And you know, actually no sense in stopping there. Let's set up another assembler so it can be working while we mess around with something else. And instead of having the screws feed into just this one machine, we're gonna erase this part. We're gonna put down a lovely splitter here. One of the screws goes over there, and the other screw goes into that assembler.
It's just so like messy, bro. It's literally so like congested.
Here, and we're gonna send that into the other end of this assembler, and we're gonna set this assembler to make reinforced plate. And now we can watch the miracle of life as our beautiful reinforced plate makes its way down the conveyor belt. Okay, brace yourself, because the frame rate gets real bad. I spent a few hours building this out.
Few hours?
And, I can't tell you how high.
Oh my god.
Because I never got there, but I can tell you
Josh.
that it can go at least this high. It kind of.
Dude, Josh. Did you see the frame rate? That was like 1 frame a second. It is literally taller than the space tower or space elevator. Does the resources go all the way up, or is it coming down? Because if it's going all the way up, that's going to take forever to get it back down. Oh god, Josh, what have you done?
It eclipses the space elevator at this point. Something tells me
it's like a gigantic tornado.
But it's just the frame rate gets so bad that I just can't do much to get there.
Yeah, I wonder why.
To, like, look away from the thing just to not get
even
killed by
so,
the
it's
frame rate.
still lagging.
It's to my advantage to stare straight out at the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, you can't even look up the jump.
This is what happens.
Oh my!
Hello.
Look at it. Look how many layers it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like probably like almost 1,000 just in this alone. And this is like maybe halfway up, maybe a fourth. Oh god.
Slideshow. We got to actually get these rods going somewhere. So
they're going up.
At least try to finish this conveyor belt in some way. Just got to keep on climbing. And
I'm surprised you even can jump up it.
Up here until you turn around.
That's a pretty gigantic map.
See into the
or is that just like the environment background skybox?
God, my frame rate
Look at him. Look at him. Look at it, bro. It's so cooked.
Up there he goes. There he goes. We're actually too high to be able to just build anywhere else. But
yeah, you hit the skybox.
We came. So that means let's pull out our guy here.
And
How
he's gonna
far can I just launch?
Is he gonna go inside too?
Far, as it turns
Bro,
out.
look at it build.
Because it's gonna be a lot of this. It's gonna be a lot of this.
Yeah.
1 frame per second stuff. Look at
Dude.
that. Towards the bottom, you can see my handiwork.
Dude, look at that.
The rods back over to us. Millions.
It is so cooked.
Finally gets through this whole
look at the
cycle.
particles are just 1 frame a second.
Run this thing in a straight path to where it's supposed to go. Now the
yeah, now you want to go in a straight
we have all
path.
these plates we can use to upgrade stuff instantly. Not only do we have all those reinforced plates, but we also have all of these rotors. My god, this thing can basically blot out the sun now. The map is now totally quarantined. We're gonna have to start building over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and unlock whole power. This sure sounds exciting. So let's give it some cabling and some copper wire and a bunch of rotors. There we go. Launch it. Well, would you look at this? We have a vehicles tab now. And
oh
no.
No.
Tractor. Well, let's build a tractor. Oh,
it's probably gonna get worse.
I'm gonna put it right here where I might not be able to get it out. There it is.
Oh, you can drive it. That's cool. I thought it was like a resource tractor where it like drive around for you.
Oh, good. It has a horn.
Yeah, I wonder if you could automate it. Like for pickup stuff, that'd be cool.
I'm stuck already. Maybe I can make it out right here, huh?
Or is this like a personal vehicle?
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's actually got good suspension for this little thing. It's like a box.
We can also locate coal now, which is what we're gonna do. Tell me where the coal is. Really? No coal anywhere. Wait. Oh, there's coal. 606 meters.
That's actually really powerful for a scan.
I don't have enough fuel for this. Let's back up real quick. Uh-oh.
Oh, it takes fuel.
Gas pedal going.
Oh, you can leave it on.
No.
That is.
Oh no. Okay, it's fine. It's just hanging out over here. here. I guess it's making a home for itself. I'm gonna let it have some alone time while I get some more fuel for it. I'm definitely gonna have to get rid of this thing at some point. I can't actually, like...
Yeah, I wonder, is the game just, like, not as well optimized as it could be?
So bad.
Or is it just that he just made it so unbelievably, like, ridiculous that it's actually lagging the game?
There we go.
I wonder.
Launch.
I'm pretty sure it's an early access, or when he's playing this, it's an early access.
Come to me. Oh, look at that, huh? Here we go. Put a piece of oh wow.
Oh, that's rebar.
Fired at my own equipment. Why not? Yep, that's rebar. All right. Can't wait to use my single.
Oh, it's actually, it's like a gun. I thought it was like a building gun.
Hello, car. You out here? Oh, there you are. Did you tire yourself out or what? Oh, geez, sorry. All right, we're nice and refueled. Let's get out of here. There we go. There's the coal. Heading straight towards it. Oh, it's just right over here. Why did I take the car for this? Whatever. Out of the way, nature. I don't care if there's a drop off. This is the way to the coal. You tell me where the coal is. Oh, that's not good. You think the vehicle's gonna be okay? Yeah, I'm sure the vehicle
probably not.
Okay, in heaven. Oh no. Oh,
it's like separate islands. Actually, a pretty big map.
I don't think there's any.
It was like 600 meters away from where he's already at. What is it, a kilometer by a kilometer map, maybe? Maybe a little bit bigger.
Bring back the car too. Car would be nice. Well, while I'm out here.
Oh, that's nice. The death box comes back up. I just noticed that.
Find that coal anyway. Easy guys, easy fellas. Damn it, that's where the coal is over there. Well, no wonder the car couldn't get over here. Is there any way over here? You know, I'm starting to think there's no way over there. Sometimes I'm looking around and I'm like, uh-oh, am I lost? Do I have like a guiding star or something?
I wonder.
Oh yeah, I sure
do. Dude, even he's so far away, it's still terrible.
Started to deliver rods. Okay, so I restarted the game. That seems to have helped the frame rate a little bit. I mean, unless I look right at it, but let's just try not to do that.
Yeah, it probably helps with the cash.
Build another Jeep and try to find that coal. Let's start knocking out some milestones. We'll do this.
Oh no, he's about to get the conveyors.
It gives us conveyor belt Mark II, which is great and all. Transports up to 120 resources per minute, which is double.
But he already has Mark III, you can get.
We're using right now. But like, if we click over to tier 4 here, we have logistics Mark III, which will give us conveyor belt Mark III, which transports up to 270
oh, you can get storage Mark II.
Of course, we're just gonna go straight to that, even though it needs like a bajillion motors, and I don't even know how to build those yet. But we'll learn. The motors, though, we do unlock. We just have to do steel production. We'll just go ahead and give logistics Mark II all the things it needs and launch. While we wait for the pod to return.
Oh, it's like increase in time per tier. It looks like. It said like 2 minute 30 last time for tier 3, 4.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what's over here. 600 meters.
Or he could have just cut it out of the video. I don't know.
Right there. Look at that beauty. Oh, don't face me that way.
Dude, look at the shadows are even chopping.
I've got a good feeling about this. Whee! What's this thing? Out of the way. Yep, there we go.
Just ran it straight over.
Let's see. Come on. Come on. We'll just take the long way through the enchanted forest. How do
These are some cool biomes that he's gone through so far.
Are you guys gonna force me to come back with conveyor belts? Because I'll do it. Oh, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Ooh,
he saved it.
They don't seem to want me to get up there the natural way. That's fine. Let's head back to home base, pick up some
He's gonna build conveyors all the way up, isn't he? I'm calling it.
Steel production, which is gonna unlock all kinds of good stuff, actually. And launch. Look at this new stuff I have here. Miner Mark II.
Oh, there is like the upgrade for the miners.
Materials it needs. Encased industrial beam, steel pipe, and then we've got this thing under smelters called the foundry. Smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. So
interesting. That's probably for steel.
Fashion way. And then we'll see about extraction.
Iron and probably copper, maybe.
What is
something
this?
Else?
Looks like a crash site. Do we have any stuff I can take? Ooh, reinforced plate. I'll take that. What are these? Are these beams?
This is cool.
Have this? Ooh, some
like
motors.
Things you can find around the map for resources.
Parts. You got any body parts around here? Press E to open drop pod. Let's see. This is where we find the bodies, right? Battery broken. Ah, jeez.
Oh, it's like a puzzle too.
That's fine. I just happen to have all the materials to put a biomass.
He's making a portable
okay, let's just
power generator.
Give this thing a little power. There we go. And now let's. What's the problem? Oh, Jesus, are you serious? So we need something more powerful than that. Well, what if I hook up 2 of these things? Just
oh, no.
burner right there. Put a
okay, that's enough, Josh.
Right here. Connect this to that and this to that. 20 and 20, so 40 should do the trick. And now let's connect this power line to that. All right, nothing blew up. Let's see if that worked. There we go, operational again. Let's do this. Hello, what have we? A hard drive? Well, don't
interesting.
mind if I do.
Is it like lore, probably? Maybe like a lore crash site or something like that?
I love that you
I'm not
can
sure
do
the
this.
story
I
at
love
all.
you
Let me
can
know
just suck up
down in the
whole
comments,
factory,
like, what's
put it
the
back
like
in your
story behind
pocket.
this
All right, well,
place,
that was great. Let's go get that coal now. We'll analyze that hard drive when we get back.
or is it
So
like
we
for
need to get up
resources or
there,
something, or
and
like
if
a new
making that
part?
tornado has taught me anything, conveyor belts can get that done. There's no
I
way,
called
right,
it.
that I
He's
can just
building
take a
straight up
conveyor
there.
belt and just aim it straight up here. Conveyor
Surely
belts is
without
too
the
long.
supports.
Okay, we'll see about that. There we go. Totally sound.
Oh
driven
my
by
God.
physics. Let's finally take a look at this coal
My
up here.
eyes.
It's like untamed country up here. Here we go. Look, it's beautiful coal, which obviously we're just gonna send down a conveyor belt, and that's just gonna go right here. There we go. And to power that, we're gonna put look, a coal generator. Burns coal to generate electricity for your power grid. Has an input so feeding coal can be automated. I have a great
That's cool. You can
idea. We're
automate
gonna
like
build
the
a coal
feeding itself.
generator right behind it. So
That's what he's gonna
between
do,
these two
isn't he?
things,
That's what I
I'm
assume he's
put a
gonna do.
conveyor splitter
Yep.
right about there.
He's gonna
I'm
mine
run a
it,
conveyor
feed
belt
the
from front
thing,
of
and it's
this
gonna power
thing into splitter, and I'm gonna
miner.
have the other end of this feed right back into the machine. Put a little power line
Smart.
right there. Connect this guy to here.
The most
There
efficient
it goes.
thing he's done all
Comes coal
episode.
Going this way, goes into the splitter, heads right back in, and powers itself. Oh yeah, that is fantastic.
That's so cool.
All right, we still got some stuff left to do, but I hope you enjoyed what I did this time around. That's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Game It Out. I will see you next time.
Thanks, Josh. Well, that was interesting. That was probably the worst episode to date, probably in terms of what he's done to his game. That is, he literally built a tornado out of conveyor belts just to see how high it can go. And he had to literally reset his game to even clear the cache enough to play the game in the first place. Let me know in the comment section down below if the game is just not as optimized as it could be because it's early access, or did he just do so much that it in turn just made the game laggy? Because it could be a mixture of both probably, but let me know on that. Yeah, he now has coal and he's working towards tiers 5 and 6, and this is probably gonna get worse. Obviously, this was episode's by far the worst, but I guarantee he probably has plans to even make it even crazier. Just by the fact that he's still unlocking stuff and he's getting faster conveyor belts and didn't even touch that yet. So if you want to see more of this and more Let's Game It Out, be sure to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.